You don't understand why it keeps happening, why you care more than they do, why you pull away right when things start to feel real, why love feels less like safety and more like a test you're always failing, and no matter how much you think about it, you can't seem to stop. Visual person walking alone at night. You replay conversations in your head, analyze every message, every pause, every tone. You wonder, did I say too much? Did I not say enough? And sometimes you choose people who feel familiar but not safe, people who are distant, unpredictable, hard to reach, and when they pull away, something inside you doesn't just feel hurt. It feels known, like you've been here before, because you have, not in this relationship, but in something earlier. Something quieter, something you didn't have the language for. As a child, there's a pattern in psychology called attachment theory. It suggests that the way you learn to connect as a child becomes the blueprint for how you connect as an adult, not consciously, but deeply. Your brain doesn't separate past from present very well when it comes to emotional safety. So when something feels similar, it reacts the same way it always has. Visual, slow-moving light patterns. Here's what matters most. You are not choosing these patterns because you're weak. You are repeating them because your brain learned them as survival. At one point, this way of loving protected you, even if now it hurts you. Visual, abstract brain animation. Think of your brain like a map. Not a logical one, but an emotional one. Every experience you had growing up left behind a small mark, moments of comfort, moments of fear, moments of being seen or being ignored. Over time, these moments formed pathways, neural pathways, and your brain learned, this is what love feels like. This is what connection means. This is what I should expect. If love was inconsistent, your brain learned to chase it. If love was withdrawn, your brain learned to fear losing it. If love came with criticism, your brain learned to doubt itself. This is called emotional conditioning, not something you chose, something you absorbed. There's also a part of your brain called the amygdala. It acts like an alarm system. Its job is simple: detect danger and react fast, but it doesn't measure danger accurately. It measures familiarity. So when a relationship feels similar to something from your past, even if it's painful, your brain says, this is familiar, so this must be right. And another part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, tries to make sense of it. It tells stories. It will get better. They just need time. I can fix this. So you stay, not because it's healthy, but because your brain is trying to resolve something unfinished. There's a concept in psychology called repetition compulsion. It means you unconsciously recreate emotional situations, hoping for a different outcome, hoping this time you'll be chosen, heard, loved. But the past doesn't resolve itself by repeating. It just deepens. Visual, looping circle animation. Instead of asking, why are they like this? Ask, why does this feel familiar? Your brain focuses on the person because it's easier, but the real pattern is inside you. This shifts your perspective from blame to understanding. And that's where change begins. Visual, two overlapping shapes slowly separating. Strong emotional reactions don't always mean connection. Sometimes they mean activation. Your nervous system is reacting, not because something is right, but because something is known. Compatibility is calm. Predictable. Safe. Chemistry in trauma patterns often feels like anxiety, like urgency, like you might lose something at any moment. Learning the difference is one of the most important skills you can build. Visual, heartbeat slowing down. Your brain is fast, especially your emotional brain. It reacts in milliseconds, but healing happens in the pause, when you feel the urge to over-explain, to chase, to withdraw. Pause, even for a few seconds. This engages your prefrontal cortex. It gives you a chance to choose a different response, not based on fear, but on awareness. Visual, growing light in darkness. Your brain needs new evidence, not just new ideas. Safe relationships, consistent ones, help rewire your emotional map. Even small moments matter. A conversation where you feel heard, a boundary that's respected, a connection that doesn't feel like effort. These moments create new neural pathways. Slowly, but powerfully. Visual, to timelines diverging. You are not trying to fix your past through someone in your present. even if it feels that way. Even if it feels like, if this person finally understands me, everything will make sense. It won't, because the need is older than the relationship. Recognizing this is not painful. It's freeing. Think of your mind like a house. Inside, there are old rooms, rooms filled with memories, some warm, some heavy. When you enter a new relationship, you don't just meet a person. You open doors. Old doors, without realizing it. The goal isn't to destroy the house or pretend those rooms don't exist. The goal is to become aware of which room you're standing in and choose whether you want to stay there. Because for the first time, you have something you didn't have before. Perspective. Visual, soft sunrise light. You are not broken, you are patterned. And patterns can change, not instantly. Not perfectly, but slowly, with awareness. Every time you notice, instead of react, you are rewriting something. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you are teaching your brain a new definition of love. Not loud. Not uncertain, not something you have to earn, just steady. Just safe, just enough. And maybe, for the first time, that will feel unfamiliar. But unfamiliar doesn't mean wrong. Sometimes, it means you're finally moving forward.